Hello everyone. In this lecture, let us see how different mathematical operations can be done on phasors like addition, addition of two phasors are done, how subtraction, multiplication and division of two different phasors are done, right? So first of all, addition of phasors, right? Here I have taken two different phasors V1 and V2 with magnitudes as shown in the figure A1, A2, B1, B2, right, as x coordinates and y coordinates respectively, making an angle theta1 and theta2 with the reference x-axis, right? So the representation in rectangular form comes like V1 is equals to A1 plus JB1 and V2 is equals to A2 minus JB2. Why? Because if you observe here, A1 or theta1 I have taken as anti-clockwise direction, but theta2, coming to theta2, I have taken it as clockwise direction, so the representation is minus here, right? So now to represent it in polar form, it is represented like V1 bar is equals to V1 at an angle theta1 or not, right? So coming to calculation of its magnitude, it comes like A1 square plus B1 square. Coming to angle, theta1 is equals to tan inverse B1 by A1. Right? In the same way, V2 bar is equals to magnitude of V2 at an angle minus theta2. Right? Negative. Why? Because it is in clockwise direction. Right? Coming to its magnitude, and root of A2 square plus B2 square, and theta2 is equals to tan inverse of B2 by A2. Right? Now to find out the resultant, that is V bar is equals to V1 bar plus V2 bar or not. So from here, it is nothing but V bar is equals to A1 plus JB1 plus A2 plus JB2 or not, which I can write it as A1 plus A2 addition of two complex quantities. How? J into B1 plus B2 or not. But what is my B2 here? B2 is minus, right? This is minus. So this is minus, right? So coming to calculation in polar form, if you see, in polar form we need to do what? V bar is equals to V1 angle of theta1 plus V2 angle of minus theta2. So which is very difficult to calculate. So whenever you need to add or subtract two different phasors, we go for rectangular form. So let me write down it as a small note here. So a very important note, for addition and subtraction, rectangular form is easier than any other form. So we go for addition or subtraction in a rectangular form. Right, now coming to subtraction, see, same. V bar is V1 minus V2 bar. So which is nothing but A1 plus JB1 minus of A2 minus JB2 or not. Right? So where A1 minus A2 plus I am taking J common, I am taking B1 minus of minus B2. That gives you A1 minus A2 plus J into B1 minus G1 plus B1 plus B2. So this is the vector subtraction. Right? Now coming to multiplication of phasors. So in rectangular form, it is like A1 plus JB1, B2 is equals to A2 minus JB2 or not. Right, I am writing all the forms here. So V1 angle of theta1 in polar form and V2 at an angle of minus theta 2. Coming to trigonometric form, V1 bar is equals to V1 cos theta 1 plus J sin theta 1, and V2 bar is equals to V2 cos theta 2 minus J sin theta 2. Fine. So now first in rectangular form I am going to multiply. In rectangular form, V1 into V2 is equals to A1 plus JB1 into A2 minus JB2 or not. So which gives you A1 into A2 minus JA1B2 plus JA2B1. Minus into plus is minus, but again J into J is minus 1, right? B1, B2, which gives us A1, A2 plus B1, B2 plus J common I am taking A1, B, A2, B1, this one minus A1, B2, right? This is what the result I am getting in rectangular form. Now coming to polar form, see, V1 into V2 simply gives us V1 angle of theta 1 into V2 angle of minus theta 2. So how it should be done? V1 into V2 angle of what must you do? Addition of angles, that is T1 plus minus T2, which gives you V1 V2 at an angle of theta 1 minus theta 2, that is multiplication of the magnitudes and angle, whatever it is, you add it. So that is a procedure in polar form. Now coming to trigonometric form, let us see. Trigonometric form. So V1 V2 is equals to V1 cos theta 1 plus J sin theta 1 into V2 cos theta 2 minus J sin theta 2, right? So which gives me V1 V2 into cos theta 1 into cos theta 2 minus J cos theta 1 sin theta 2 plus J sin theta 1 into cos theta 2 minus, plus into minus is minus, and J into J is minus again, sin theta 1 and sin theta 2. This is what I'll be getting when I multiply. So when I simplify this, V1 and V2 cos theta 1 into cos theta 2 plus sin theta 1 sin theta 2, right? Again taking plus out and the J out, I'll be getting C sin theta 1 cos theta 2 minus cos theta 1 sin theta 2, right? So from here I can write V1 V2 cos A cos B plus sin A sin B is nothing but cos theta 1 minus theta 2 and plus J sin A cos B minus cos A sin B is what? Sin A minus B, right? So this is the result I am getting. So if you observe all the three forms, you can tell that simply calculation or multiplication of phasors in polar form becomes easier. So you convert the given vector phasors in polar form and then you multiply. So it becomes easy, right? So Coming to division of phasors, let us see. V1 by V2 in rectangular form, A1 plus JB1 by A2 minus JB2, right? So how it is done? So take the complex conjugate and multiply both numerator and denominator with it. You'll be getting A1 plus JB1 by A2 minus JB2 into A2 plus JB2, A2 plus JB2. So that you'll be getting the resultant as, again multiply, see the same as the previous case, like here A1 A2, J into J is minus B1 B2 plus J into A1 B2 plus A2 B1, right? By, this is what? A2 square plus B2 square, right? So next, this is about the rectangular form. Next, coming to polar form, V1 by V2 comes like V1 angle theta 1 by V2 angle of minus theta 2, which gives you V1 by V2 at an angle of theta 1 minus of minus theta 2. That is, simply divide the magnitudes and subtract the angles. Theta 1 plus theta 2 you will be getting, right? So coming to trigonometric form, see if you observe the multiplication form, it is also very complex. That is V1 by V2, if you have to calculate like V1 cos theta 1 plus J sin theta 1 by V2 into cos theta 2 minus J sin theta 2, right? So again, same as in the rectangular form, take the complex conjugate, multiply both numerator and denominator with it, and if you go on simplifying, you'll getting the answer. So finally, we can conclude from this that for both multiplication and division, polar form is very much simpler than other two forms, and for addition and for subtraction of phasors, rectangular form is simpler. So go for rectangular form when addition or subtraction is needed, and go for polar form when multiplication and division are required, right? Let me note it down. So for multiplication and division, polar form is easier than any other form. For multiplication, just multiply the magnitudes of the phasors and sum up the angle of the phasors, as well as for division, divide the amplitude of phasors and subtract the angle of the phasors. This is the method. So hope you have understood all the representations. Thank you.